Happy 4th of July. As the U.S. celebrates 250 years of independence, we're celebrating with 25 minutes of cuteness about how you can help little ones like this. We're going to tell you all about that and so much more right here on Pets on Parade. Good morning and welcome to Pets on Parade, brought to you by 3TV. I'm Kelsey Dickerson with the Arizona Humane Society. Thank you so much for tuning in with us this holiday. Now, first, we want to start off the show by wishing everyone a happy and safe 4th of July. We hope you have a wonderful weekend and you keep your whole family safe, including our furry friends. And we'll give you tips throughout the show to be able to do that. And last week's adoption special was absolutely incredible. We had a lot of adoptions, including our long-timer Lyra, who we introduced you to last week. So we are so happy for that sweet boy, and we're hoping for the same fate for adorable Sergio, who we'll introduce you to in just a bit. And you know, we love transformations here on Pets on Parade, and these ones definitely have benefit from all of your support. But before we meet those little ones, let's look at how teeny tiny this little litter was when they first came in. And you know what, Sula? I mean, she's not much bigger than that, but I think she thinks she is in her mind.
Actually, I thought I had a cat because she was purring. I can swear that she was purring. She is unbelievable. She is 11-week-old. Her name is Bluebell. And I think that you are like an ice cream. I was thinking about even licking you. You are such a good girl. So they arrived at the Arizona Humane Society. They were abandoned together with 5 siblings. But the good thing is where they were all healthy, and she is more than healthy. She is super playful, and they got help around the clock with the foster parents and also the baby ICU, and they are doing amazing. And Bluebell is a good reminder and a perfect timing to ask for all your help. We need a lot of foster help, and especially during the holidays, because some of our fosters are unable to take their foster with them when they travel out of town. And with the shelter being closed on July 4th, we really need all the help we can get. We have pets for every lifestyle, so just go ahead and sign to foster one of these beautiful pets at achumane.org/foster.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful way to continue helping animals. And like you mentioned, adoptions is closed today, but it will be back open tomorrow if you guys have your hearts set on anyone. And like we mentioned, it is 4th of July, which means unfortunately many pets will go missing this weekend, but we want to help get them back any way that we can, right, Stacy?
We do. And before we talk about how to do that, a great way to do that, this is little Poppy. And I have her sitting still right now, but she's very playful and talkative. I thought she was going to do my talking for me. She came in as a litter of bottle baby strays. She had some eye discharge. Her and her litter mates had some eye discharge and some fleas. They were given some medication and then given a Dawn bath. And then they went to our bottle baby ICU where they were syringe fed and ended up going into foster. But then this little one was brought back because she had some diarrhea. So they cleared up that concern. They went back into foster for some weight gain and litter box training. So this one is litter box trained. And there was some dehydration and antibiotics. But as you can see, little Poppy, look at the camera, Poppy is so beautiful and doing well. But yes, especially this time of year, 1 in 3 pets will go missing. And the #1 way to bring those pets back is to microchip them. It's so important to keep those up to date once you have them microchipped too. AHS offers low-cost microchips, and you can visit azhumane.org/microchips to find out more information about that, and also maybe schedule that appointment and get that pet microchipped right away.
Absolutely. I can even tell you how many pets I've personally reunited with their families because of microchips. They are so important. Thank you for that reminder, Stacy. And 301 pets found loving homes last Saturday. We want to say thank you to every person who adopted, shared our posts, volunteered, or cheered on our shelter pets. Because of you, we were able to make this amazing accomplishment happen. Those empty kennels also mean more space for the next sick, injured, or abused pets who need somewhere safe to go. But during Arizona's busy summer season, we expect that space to fill up quickly. So our shelter continues to care for hundreds of pets every day, and the need for adopters, fosters, volunteers, and supporters is not slowing down. We want to say thank you so much for making an incredible impact last weekend, but let's keep the momentum going. You can visit azhumane.org/adopt to see who else is still looking for their forever homes. And if your neighborhood is anything like mine, then you've already heard some fireworks, even last weekend. So it's an important time to keep pets indoors and safe. But first, who is this cutie, Janine?
This is 2-year-old Mally, and she came in with a litter of 6 puppies. They were all pretty much ready to be weaned, but she's just a sweet, gentle, we're calling her a husky, but I think she's got a mix because her ears don't really stand up as tall, but she loves the whole belly rub thing. Maybe it's because she nursed all these puppies, but she's just a sweet, like a more gentle style of pup. And she's like, yes, see, look, when they showed their belly like that, that's always a trust thing. So I think she's going to blend in with a family really easily. But you definitely, when you have a more shy dog, you need to, take it a little bit slower, be patient with them, let them get used to you, your household, the sights and the sounds and the smells and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, she's just a girl. She's got long eyelashes, so she is a girl. Also, the 4th of July is coming up, and more pets go missing, and it's really stressed that you bring them indoors, to keep them safe. But it's because it's so hot outside and their paws are being burnt. We're seeing that coming in our shelter like crazy, burnt paws on these stray pets. And so if you want to learn more about how to keep your animals safe from the heat, just visit azhumane.org/no-hot-dogs, and we will set you on your way to take care of your pets, right?
That was a nice little, that was like a little diva thing, costume change. I love that. Thank you for that, Janine, and that is an important reminder. And we saw this cutie's picture at the beginning of the show, and he has definitely made a great recovery, right, Lisa?
Yeah, look at little Lenny here. Look how clear and beautiful his eyes are now. That is just an attest to what love in a foster home can do, and a little bit of support of the Arizona Humane Society. So Lenny here came in, 3 kittens. They were sick. They were all squinty because their eyes were, they had the respiratory symptoms. They had infections in their eyes, a little bit of a cough and coughing and some chest congestion. And look at him now. He is spunky, happy. He really is a very, very happy kitten. He has been super playful here, confident, purring in my arms. Whoever fostered him must have really held him because he is a wonderful companion. And he's going to be quite a little hunter too. So you hear us talk a lot about vaccines and parvo in dogs, and you hear about our parvo ward, but vaccines are important for cats and kittens as well. Parvo, Panluc is the kitty equivalent of parvo. So cats and kittens also need vaccines. Of course, dogs need vaccines as well. Arizona Humane Society wants to help people out with that for a low cost. If you go on to azhumane.org/vaccines, you can schedule vaccine appointments. And if it's just a booster vaccine for like a little guy like this, a kitten or a puppy, you don't need to see the vet. You don't need a whole examination. You just need to pay for the vaccine, which is about $25 to $27. If you schedule online, you get a technician that will just come get you, vaccinate your pet to make sure that they're healthy. It's good for your pets, and please keep in mind, it's keeping our whole community safe, because if everybody would vaccinate, then there would be less parvo and Panluc out in the community. So please vaccinate, azhumane.org/vaccinate for more information or to schedule.
Absolutely, cannot stress it enough that these are preventable diseases that unfortunately we are seeing pets die from every day. Thank you so much for that, Lisa. And make sure to stay tuned right here. No, that is not a rhinoceros on your screen. We're going to introduce you to adorable Sergio when we come back after the break. on Parade. Now, Sergio here is absolutely enthralled with his toys and with everything that's going on here in the studio. And I don't know, he might be mixed with a little pig because he is making a lot of absolutely adorable grunting noises. Now, if you can believe it, Sergio is 2 years old and he's weighing in at just under 70 pounds. So this little potato definitely would love a couch to crawl on to be able to have a little snooze after he's done playing with his future family. Now, this sweet boy was unfortunately brought to us as a confiscate a few months ago, along with another dog, when unfortunately his family was not treating him very well. So the sweet boy was taken into our trauma hospital where he was treated for some kennel cough, and he quickly healed from that. But what was found, if you can believe it, was that he was extremely shy. So he worked with our behavior team to be able to learn how to trust people, because we're not exactly sure what happened in his previous home, but it was bad enough for police to confiscate them. So once he was learning how to trust people, as you can see, he definitely has come out of his shell, but he's an extremely energetic, outgoing pup. So he is definitely going to need a family that is dedicated to helping get his wiggles out, maybe taking him to some training because he's extremely smart. He already knows how to sit. He already knows how to lay down. And he's also very treat and toy motivated. So that is a wonderful way to be able to help bond with your animal and to ensure that they're both mentally and physically stimulated. The Arizona Humane Society does offer a discount to adopters who end up going to our training classes. So if you're interested in that, you can visit azhumane.org/training. Like we've been talking about throughout the show, it is hot outside. There's fireworks going on. So we definitely recommend taking him on walks early in the morning, late at night. We'll tell you more about that later on in the show, but maybe even having a kiddie pool in your yard to be able to help him splash around and to be able to stay cool while also being able to get those wiggles out. Now, Sergio is a wonderful example of an animal that unfortunately is judged by his size and his breed. He's been in and out of our care since March of this year when he first was rescued, and then he was adopted and returned. So we want to remind everyone about the 3-3-3 rule. It takes 3 days for them to kind of, get used to their surroundings, 3 weeks to be able to make a routine, and then 3 months to really understand that they're in a safe environment and that they're in their forever home, and to be able to learn that, this is where they're going to stay, and to be able to trust that, nothing else is going to happen to them and there's not going to be any uproot in their life. Now, we are so grateful to Hill's Pet Nutrition, who has come back as a sponsor for our big dog adoption. So as you can see, this little boy, or not so little boy, who is very proudly sporting his toy, is a part of that adoption special. So he does have a $0 adoption fee. We want to remind you that our adoptions are close to day, but he will still be looking for his forever home at our Papago Park campus tomorrow. So make sure to visit azhumane.org/adopt to be able to learn more about this pup. And if you have someone who wants an energetic, robust, and booty scratch connoisseur, then this is your boy. Make sure to stay tuned right here to Pets on Parade. We'll introduce you to more pets when we come back after the break. What's over here? What is? Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now, we had a dog that sounded like a pig, which pigs do like to hunt certain things sometimes, or they can kind of find them, right? What did they find, Janine?
Well, truffles are a very delicacy for a lot of connoisseurs of foodies. So this one is a beautiful little 13-week-old long hair. So we make sure that you invest in a slicker brush and just do this a little bit each day for these little kittens, and then they start getting used to it. So when they're an adult, you can make sure that they're all, it makes the mats go away, but it also brings the oils up to their fur, and it just keeps them soft and shiny and silky. And look at the markings. This is just one beautiful little boy. He came in with a litter of bottle baby strays. They were super tiny. They went into our specialized ICU and they received care. They had a little bit of eye discharge, and then they weren't eating very well, and then so our great staff and volunteers just round the clock really got them to start thriving. And then they sent them into a foster home, and that's where they had a little bit of diarrhea. But you know, we have all the medical for any time you have any kind of issues with your fosters. Our team is there to supply everything you need and all the support and the just whatever you need. I mean, this fostering is the easiest way to enrich your life and also to help them get out of the shelter environment, because they thrive so much more in a home environment. Look at this little baby. And Kendra Scott, we partner with her. She is the best jewelry maker. I mean, her stuff is just gorgeous. On today, up until 1 o'clock, we're going to be having an event at the store at the Scottsdale Quarter, and 20% of all the proceeds go back to the Humane Society. And with the code on the screen, you can also order online. So just go on azhumane.org/events and you can learn more.
Absolutely. And you know what? Christmas will be here before you know it. So why not stock up? Thank you for that, Janine. And you know, if you got a little sweet tooth going on, I think we have the perfect solution for anyone out there, right, Lisa?
This is 7-month-old Milkshake, and his beautiful coat is a little bit of a milkshake. So he was found as a stray and brought in over the counter. Clearly, he's not a wild rabbit. He is a domesticated rabbit, and he's very sweet and social. He was a little underweight when he first came in, so he went into a foster home where they helped him gain weight and were able to tell us all about him. They say he's smart, he's curious, he is social, and best of all, already litter box trained. So there you go. Rabbits do require a little bit of time out of their kennel, and if you are going to have them in a kennel or an enclosure, make sure it's a flat-bottomed enclosure. They can't have anything with wires for their feet. So this handsome guy clearly was somebody's pet. So their loss is going to be your gain. He's very, very sweet. And this summer, if you're looking to help us at the Humane Society, we have a donation match from Smead Capital Management. Our friends over there have agreed to donate dollar for dollar up to $50,000. So if you were thinking of donating $10 to us, now is the time to do that, because it turns into 20 thanks to our partners over there at Smead Capital Management. So go on azhumane.org/match for any monetary donations to be matched dollar for dollar. It really is a wonderful way for your money to do twice as much work for us and the little ones like this at the Arizona Humane Society.
Absolutely. We could not save lives without our incredible partners and our community support. Thank you so much for that, Lisa. And we had a bunch of good doggies who went on their field trips last weekend after they unfortunately were not adopted during the special. But while they may not have found their forever homes, they were able to have absolutely amazing times outside of the kennel thanks to our amazing doggy field trip volunteers. So they got lots of pup cups, belly rubs, and a well-deserved break from the shelter. You can learn more about all of these pups who are looking for their forever homes at azhumane.org/adopt. And then of course, there's also lots of ways to volunteer with us. And we want to help keep pets in their homes by giving low-cost veterinary care. And we have a few mobile vet clinics coming up. But first, who is this sweetheart? Oh my gosh, I love her.
Oh, this is little Lisa, and she is so beautiful and sweet. She's just sitting here taking all the scratches. She has this coat that, I mean, I'm sure she would love to just get brushed. You could just sit and brush her, watch her favorite TV show. But she came in, she was part of a litter that was abandoned in front of a building, and they had a little kitty cold. So as you can see on the screen there, she had some eye discharge and she was kind of sick, but now she's all better. She's all bright-eyed and just purring away here. She was interested in the toys, so she's going to be the perfect little companion for you to sit and cuddle or play with. She's not as talkative, but I'm sure once she warms up to you, she will be talking away. But a lot of the reason that pets are surrendered is because the families can't afford the medical costs, and we know those can add up very quickly. You think you're going for one thing, and it adds up very, very quickly. But AHS does offer low-cost medical care, and we also have our mobile vet clinics, and they offer all sorts of treatments and services. And it's a way to keep your pet in the home and get them their medical care that they need, because our goal is always to, you know, keep those pets in the home and keep those homeless pets pets off the street. But you do have to RSVP for a appointment. So if you want to know what services we offer and make a reservation, you can go to azhumane.org/events and find out more.
Absolutely, and you said it best there. It's better to be able to help prevent these things from happening by managing it ahead of time. Thank you for that, Stacy. And while she may not be a bear, Winnie is still as sweet as honey. What do you think, Sula?
She is beautiful. She is 2-year-old. She is a black lab. And she had a little argument with a neighborhood dog, so she came to us with a little bit of dog wounds, but she is mending like a champ, and she is amazing. As a Labrador, she will need a lot of exercise, so a family that can exercise her in the morning and in the evening. And talking about exercise, we want to remind you that all hiking trails are closed to pets once it reaches 100 degrees Fahrenheit out. So even if it's in a cooler days, we suggest not to take them out because it's heartbreaking to see the heat-related injuries we're seeing, and it's better to keep them safe. So remember, the hiking trails are closed.
Oh my goodness, yes. And you know what? We just do not want to see any instances of pets unfortunately passing away like we have the last few years while going on hikes. So we especially want to remind our out-of-towners, it is too hot. So thank you for that, Sula. Make sure to keep it tuned right here to Pets on Parade. We have more cuties who can't wait to meet you when we come back. Welcome back to the show. Now we know that working out is a great way to relieve stress, but why not relieve stress while working out with puppies? But first, who is this cutie, Sula?
Oh my gosh, at the beginning of the show you met Bluebell, and this one is her sister, and her name is Rosie, and she's 11-week-old Chihuahua. And when they arrived, they were all active and really nice dogs. And you know, this will be a great pet to have. So she's waiting for you. And tell us more.
Oh my goodness. Well, the Pilates thing, if anyone is an aficionado of Pilates, this is an upgraded version because you have puppy kisses that are going to help you through the stress of doing the class. And right now we're going to have this on July 18th from 2 to 3:45. And I think they're going to be serving some matcha tea. It's going to be really super fun. And I've done these kind of classes, and oh my gosh, it is a great way to spend your afternoon, especially when you almost don't even take it serious because you just have babies all over you. It's just so fun. And just sign up on azhumane.org/events, and the full donation will be 100% going to the Humane Society. So it's great.
It is so much fun, and even if you're struggling, the puppies will help you out. Thank you for that, ladies. And we hope all pets are safe this weekend, but we know accidents happen and pets can get out. But first, who is this sweet kitty, Stacy?
This little baby is named Baldies. We're, a unique name there that never hurts. You met his sister Poppy earlier in the show. They were found as a litter of strays. Had some eye discharge, had some fleas, and needed to be medicated and given a Dawn bath. As you can see now, that's all cleared up. They went into foster where they were fed. They're eating and drinking well and litter box trained and very interested in everything. There's a dog over there that he's very interested in. But this little baby is all clear-eyed and clear of everything bad and ready to go with you. But Lisa, tell us more.
It's the 4th of July, and we want everybody to be safe and keep their pets indoors. But should the horrible happen and your pet, your dog, or your cat go missing, please be aware. We give you some tips on our website. If you find an animal, they should be taken to any open PetSmart or an emergency animal clinic or veterinarian's office to be scanned for a microchip. And then please post photos of them on social media so they can get reunited. If you lose a pet, our website, azhumane.org/lostpets, provides you that flyer template so you can just put a photo in, and it gives all the information to post around your neighborhood because likely your neighbor has found your pet.
Absolutely. We hope that that doesn't happen, but if it does, hopefully they'll be able to be reunited quickly. Thank you so much for that, ladies. And we hope you have a wonderful and happy 4th of July weekend. Thank you so much for tuning in with us and celebrating with us today. As a reminder, we are not open for adoptions today, but our field team is out there working really hard to help save pets. And we also have our urgent care clinic open until 2 a.m. tonight as well if you do need to get your pet in. Thank you so much for your continued support. We'll see you right here next week for another adorable Pets on Parade.